Intercom is essential to the way we work. I mean, all of the work of lighting a show is done in front of everybody in the room. So I'm working with my programmer and I'm working with the stage manager to figure out where all the light cues happen, what they look like. And all of those conversations happen over intercom. Without that, we wouldn't really be able to communicate because we're all in these different far-flung parts of the room.
I'm Sarah Stackhouse, and I'm the executive producer of The Merchant of Venice. I work with Igor Golyak, who's known as one of the leaders in the world using emerging technologies in the theater. So his shows have a lot of complicated elements. He's got projections, he's got live cameras, he's got lighting, sound, he's got live music, and he loves props because he's very visual. And so we have a ton of moving pieces, and the most critical thing is communications. You can have the most brilliant designers in the world, the best technicians, they can't communicate with each other, nothing works. And so we've been working really hard to figure out a great comms system for our company that can handle all of our complexity without any hitches, wirelessly, wired. And we also sometimes have people who are from other countries because we have an international design team. And sometimes we need them to be on comms from away. And so Telos has been a godsend for us.
We have quite a big team, and the production is pretty technical. There's a lot of moving pieces. There's cameras, there's wireless cameras, wired cameras. There's designers that are in the room. There's designers sometimes that are outside of the room. And instantaneous intercom means everything. We actually have an actor that is on stage wearing a wireless intercom integrated into the Telos system. And so that's hugely important. And he needs to be able to communicate effectively, clearly, and get commands from the stage management of what needs to be done if there is an emergency and stuff like that. So it's crucial.
So we use comms in so many different ways. There are people who are at a stationary desk. That's Kira, our production stage manager. She's the command center. So she sits and she talks to everybody everywhere. She can be on a wired comm.
So I have two party channels here. So you'll see like on one, that's my ID, so Kira, and then my tech PL is going to be here. So I would hit this, and then I'd be able to talk to anybody else on the tech party line channel. And then same thing with deck party line here, and that's going to be everybody that's going to be on the deck. If I want to call them, I just give them a little buzz, and that will let them know that I want to chat with them in case they have their volume turned down or turned up. But this really lets me separate out who I'm talking to and when I need to hear from them.
But our deck people who are running up and down stairs, doing quick changes with people backstage, moving props, they have to be on wireless comms. And they have to be able to hear each other at all times. They have to work without a hitch. One of the things we love about Telos is the sound quality and the fact that we can have wired and not wired, and everybody's in communication all the time.
I am the official assistant stage manager of the show, but I also have an actor who's playing an assistant stage manager during the show. So we are in direct communications throughout the production to be able to talk while he's doing a lot of the onstage acting portion and I'm doing a lot of the behind the scenes. And so it's helpful because I'm able to communicate with him both on stage and off stage, as well as my boss Kira, who's right up there calling the show throughout.
Basically, it's my job to make sure that everybody is talking to one another and liaise between the different departments. And then during the show, making sure that we are running all the cues in the same spot every night and keeping the show as artistically intact as possible.
We have just two channels, I think is what they're called, that I'm able to work with. I press the top button and I get the deck crew without the stage manager. And if I press the button on the side, which I think switches me to channel A, then I'm speaking to the stage manager and the whole crew.
One of the things that I really like about the Telos system, how easy it is to set up. Like the daisy chaining of the wired headsets on a single Ethernet cable that's supplying power over Ethernet. And it's been extremely successful. Once the system is set up, it's so simple to change. The dashboard system, yeah, it's so easy to change because I can just, okay, Eric is not here in this production, I can take him out, I want to put somebody else on this, and it's like drag and drop. It's so simple.
Hi, I'm Martin Dicer from Telos Alliance. Now, Arlekin Players Theatre is a company rooted in the traditions of classical and contemporary theatrical arts. So whether they're operating from Harvard Square all the way to New York City, Arlekin Players has discovered what so many other professional live media and performance companies have, and that's that IP communications are critical in today's production environments. So whether an intercom deployment is on-premise or cloud-based, or both, Telos Infinity is flexible enough to fit perfectly into any fast-paced media workflow. Telos Infinity IP Intercom eliminates traditional intercom's antiquated matrix model and delivers a quantum leap in scalability, ease of integration and efficiency, and all the while it reduces the total cost of ownership. And because it's matrix free, you can add plug and play network hardware and software devices to the system as part of a planned or ad hoc change without ever having to worry about matrix intercom size limitations. You're not going to run out of ports. And in addition to the hardware-based Infinity IP Intercom system, you can also harness Infinity anywhere, and that can be at home, on-premise, site-to-site, and remote offices, in the cloud, thanks to Telos Infinity VIP virtual intercom platform. Reach out to us at telosalliance.com and find out how Telos Infinity IP Intercom can streamline and maximize your workflows.